Are you trying to figure out color on the GH5? Don't worry, don't panic. I've been there and I'm gonna help you through it. I upgraded to the GH5 back in March. However, when I got started color grading with Vlog, I found it to be quite annoying. One of my main concerns when working with Vlog was the skin tones. Initially, I thought the GH5 skin tones weren't very good. I was ranting on Reddit. I was trying to find answers. As I played more with Vlog, I've come to understand how to make sure our skin tones look right and healthy and ultimately natural. Recently, I did a test of Vlog. I wanted to figure this out on a more, I don't know if scientific level is the right way of describing it, but I wanted to go a little deeper in a more controlled environment to determine what makes sense. So what I did was I took my GH5, my aperture 120D, and I conducted a few tests. When color grading the GH5, I really just wanted to work with a couple different looks. I wanted to try a couple different techniques to see which was the most pleasing. I ultimately used Emotive Colors GHalex LUT for the GH5. I also used Panasonic's LUT that they've developed themselves, and I tried no LUT. And the big thing that I found is the results do vary. They weren't that different, but they're noticeable. They're not crazy differences, but it's something that anybody can tell the difference. I think it also comes down to determining what is the best look for you. What do you feel the most comfortable with? Which is more pleasing to your eye? That's a personal preference. I can't make that decision for you, but I think it's important that you see the different results. So first off, I started with the GHalex LUT. Initially, it was kind of nerve-wracking to get set up. There's a lot of technical information in terms of how you need to go about color grading and working with it. There's a bunch of videos and a bunch of resources online on how to do this, so I can put a couple in the link in the description below and link to them. However, some of the things I noticed about the GHalex LUT was the fact that it felt like the colors were a little less saturated. There was a little bit less contrast. However, the big thing that the GHalex LUT has going for it is the fall-offs of the color, especially the skin tones. The goal that Emotive Color was really trying to develop or create when creating the GHalex LUT was to create something that was similar to the Area Alexa. The other big thing I tried to do with the LUT is I followed a different tutorial on how to grade the GHalex. Thomas Vision Films has a different and alternative way to grade it. The big thing I noticed about it was, for me, it seemed like the skin tones were a little bit more magenta and pink, and that for me is just not a look that I'm trying to go for. I want something that is a little bit more natural, that we are all familiar with. I also played with the Panasonic LUT. I think this works great for something that is free and available to use. And then finally, I used no LUT at all and just tried to go through the process of color grading without a LUT. And ultimately, I feel like the look was a little bit more on the green side. Even when I used my color checker and I tried to properly expose it, the look had a little bit more of a green look to me. Ultimately, working with the GH5 and trying to learn how to color grade Vlog has taught me a lot. I've found that there's a lot of different ways to approach this and work with Vlog and ultimately get an image that feels cinematic and an image that is pleasing to the eye. So don't feel overwhelmed, just play with it, try different things, do a test shoot. That's what I did, and I found it incredibly beneficial to understanding how to work with Vlog and ultimately trying to find something that works with my workflow and something that I like. So that's all I got for this episode of the vlog. I really appreciate you being here and letting me vent, share my thoughts and my opinions on the GH5 Vlog and how to color grade this camera footage. Also, if you have thoughts and opinions about how to color grade Vlog and how to work with this footage, please put them in the description below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions of what is the best course of action, what is the best techniques, how should we be working with this camera footage. I'd also love to hear any other tricks and tips that you might have that we can all use together when working with Vlog. So love to hear your thoughts and opinions of it. So yeah, but as always, create, share, and sustain the life that you want. Get out there and make some awesome art.